Tonight on Retail Nightmares, we take a look at Karens getting triggered. These are moments where the Karens don't get their way and they lose it. Now we have a lot of Karens getting angry to get through, so let's jump right into it. Okay, so this lady was outside minding her own business when she was confronted by a Karen who was very upset at her. Now the reason why this Karen is very upset at this completely random stranger is because this random stranger was wearing a mask, and this Karen believes that only criminals wear masks. This Karen states that she's only allowed to wear a mask if she's going to rob a bank. And I guess she doesn't take this whole situation very seriously because she was genuinely upset at this lady for trying to be courteous to other people and social distance herself. Let's have a look.
What do you do on 4th of July?
Can I wear a mask if I want to wear a mask? So you can't call me a criminal because I'm wearing a mask. I'm following.
When you go to rob listen, ma'am, when you go to rob a bank, that's when you wear a mask.
Well, and when it's
Not
kind of
when you're representing a non-profit organization.
Can you please stop yelling at us?
Listen, I'm not so happy to know that I yelled at you while I was walking away. You screamed at me.
Well, you yelled at me and him when you came in too.
You
actually yelled on the way in and on the way out. So anyway.
Oh, I did? Now you're changing the story, mister. Let's just see if the Salvation Army's going to invite you back.
All right. Thank you.
Non-profit organizations do not have criminals wearing masks representing them. It's a disgrace to America.
Ma'am, every
Okay, so two ladies were in their car minding their own business when this Karen came over and quite literally called the authorities on them because he had profiled them. These ladies had done nothing wrong, and he states that it's illegal for them to be in their car without a mask on, and called the authorities and lied about the reason why he called them, just because he knows if he lies about what's going on that the authorities would actually show up. The ladies are obviously very taken back by this and very confused as to why this gentleman would lie to the authorities about what they were doing. Now this Karen is misinformed about the rules about wearing a mask because when he quotes the mask mandate, he's actually quoting another city and not the one they're currently in. Besides that though, this Karen is very angry and has definitely profiled these ladies and is doing all of this because he claims he is a high risk and more susceptible to the virus. Let's have a look.
Man came up to this car and turned around. He came up to our car and called the police and said he smelled weed in our car. Sir, I hope you know that's not legal because there's no weed in this car.
I hope you know I'm calling 911.
You already called them. Tell them to come. So you're the one that's going to end up going to jail. Oh my God. Is it even funny?
Hello?
He's calling them again.
I'm by the Buffalo stop. There's these two African American women.
Again?
They're in their car, but they're not wearing masks and they're not wearing seatbelts.
We're in our car. Why would we need to wear a mask?
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to step away from the car, please.
The city of LA and LA County
actually in Orange
requires
County.
that everybody wears a mask when they leave their home.
But we're in Orange County.
We're
minding our own business.
But you being out here brings all of us up. I'm high risk.
Then leave.
Okay, so this gentleman was talking to some homeless people, and I believe he had asked the homeless people for something, and a random person noticed what was going on and came over and confronted him. The gentleman states that he was only offering them something or rather, and this lady was really upset because she didn't want him to take advantage of the homeless people, and that's what she thought he was doing. Now the gentleman tries to justify what he was doing, but this lady does not want to hear it, and they get into an argument and go back and forth between each other. The argument escalates and they start name calling each other and even state that they're going to take this to media companies and try to expose each other. So let's have a look.
From stopping them from doing a good deed.
You didn't do a good deed, you asked them for a cigarette and now you've got a tally.
Well, I just received this from a friend.
Yeah.
And you're jealous. You are jealous.
I'm not jealous.
And you can get out of my face because
Yes,
you...
I'm not jealous. I always feed the homeless people. I'm
Same.
not jealous.
Same here.
Didn't see you doing that.
Well, I offered him a beer.
Packet of tobacco.
I offered him a beer in exchange, but you were you a witness? Did you witness that?
You didn't have any, mate.
You're a fake witch,
I know.
and you can get behind me. You
Behind me, you Satan, and don't call me a...
Well, you deserved it,
All the
and you're on
homeless
candid
people
camera.
know me.
You are on candid
And
camera.
you-
This is going to Under the Stars. This is going to Kaiaroha, where my cousin works.
And this is going right to where my father
Yep.
works, and you are a bludger of homeless people.
You are jealous, and
I'm not
yeah,
jealous, I feed them.
you're envious. That's one of the 7 dead sins you better recognise.
Oh my word.
Okay, so this parking lot disagreement happened because this Karen was backing up his car and almost hit somebody. Now, he was backing up very carelessly, and when he had almost hit somebody, he got out and confronted them, and he was anything but calm about the situation. This gentleman gets in his face and very aggressive towards him, yelling and abusing at him, all because of a parking disagreement. This goes on for quite some time, where this Karen literally screams at the gentleman he had almost hit and does not want to listen to his side of the story, despite the fact that Karen recklessly reversed out of the park without looking, and I guess the situation could be blamed on either party. Let's have a look.
On. What? To tell you that I'm backing up. That's hazard lights.
Okay.
Did they teach you that driving school?
We're not driving, you are.
Hit my car if again, because I remember your faces. I busted out. You don't want to with me. You don't want to with a Navy SEAL. Take my picture. You mother. Get on the phone. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, so this gentleman was sitting in his car waiting for somebody to come to his car, and this homeowner came outside and told him to move his vehicle immediately. The problem here though is he was not parked on private property, he's on the road, which is council property, and the homeowner doesn't have the authority to tell him to move. And instead of taking politely to the situation, this Karen came out and said one of the most offensive things you could possibly imagine to him before threatening to get a gun, among other things. The gentleman tried to justify himself to her and told her that it's none of her business as to why he is there and to just leave him alone, but this only made this Karen even angrier when she starts getting very timid towards him and calling him just about every name in the book. So let's have a look at what happens next.
I hate that word.
So why would you say it?
I don't even know. I never even say it.
Okay then. So right now, why are you up against my car? If you're not gonna call the police,
I'm not up against your car.
right? So you know what? Walk off. Why are you in front of my car? Why would you ask me why I'm here? It's a public park.
Yes, this
It's
is
a public park. Walk back up from my car.
I'm just.
Thank you. Thank you.
Am I gonna hurt you?
I wouldn't give. I don't know about y'all. You might have the corona. Get back.
I don't have the corona.
Why? What I want to know is. What I want to know is. You got a 9mm to blow my head off. Do it.
I'm just joking.
No, now we joking. Now we joking. Can you please walk away from my car, please? You don't need to know why I'm right here.
Thanks for watching, guys, and if you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on.